お邪魔しまーす。先輩は部屋かな。晩ご飯の支度もしてないみたいだね。
最近いつもこの調子で部屋に引きこもってるんだよ。おかげで晩ご飯は寿司、うな重、ピザのローテーション。
そりゃ幸せな食生活だ。
頭きたからお兄ちゃんの寿司にわさび爆弾投下してやったのに何も言われなかったし。
それでコラって言わないのはなかなかだね。状況を整理すると避けられてるようにしか思えないんだけど、あるいはトアが認めたくないだけなのか。
ぼやぼやしない。みひろが先頭ね。早速仕掛けるよ。
盾にされてるし。トア、背中のお肉掴まないでよ。
早く
早くじゃないから。こんなに緊張されたらこっちまで変な感じになっちゃう。ネタは上がってるんで、こんな横島なる生き物め。抵抗なんざするんじゃねえぞ。観念して妹前を白状しやが。
The two creatures that just jumped into the room stood there, wide-eyed and stiff as a board. Little sister love? Where'd you even get that idea? Was it Takatsuka-san? Did they hear it from press?
ほんのちょっと目を離してた間にここまで妹萌えをこじらせてたなんて。
Toa's fairly knowledgeable when it comes to otaku-related stuff, so she could probably recognize it all at a glance. Wait, Mihiro might have the same impression too.
妹なしでは生きられないってポスターでアピールされても。
Don't read the slogan!
っていうか膝の上に大事そうに広げてるそれ恋の風じゃん。泣ける系実前ラブストーリーの金字塔じゃん。俺には妹萌えはわかんないから漫画喫茶で片付けたとか言っといて。
That's...
パソコンのそれ焼きもちなんとかじゃん。変態ヤンデレ妹がお兄ちゃんを愛し抜くだけの業が深いエロゲーじゃん。
There's more to it than that. Yakimochi Stream is now currently on sale, but only in Japan.
怖い。
まさかトアが真実を告白してただなんて。
Look, wait just a minute. Let me explain.
聞きたくないです。先輩が架空の妹キャラにどんな烈情を催し何回ほどいたしたかなんて。
Like hell I've ever done that.
ここまでだとはさすがにちょっと引いたわ。とりあえず4日ほど離れて暮らそう。
I just said I'd explain everything.
っていうか短っ。冷却時間短っ。
I'm not sure how they heard it in the first place, but now that it's come to this, I realize I should have just explained everything at the start. Calm down and stay put. Don't move a muscle. Toa and Mihiro were slowly beginning to back away, so I stopped them in their tracks. This is for my manga.
そんな口実がいつまでもまかり通ると思ったら大間違いですよ。犯罪者予備軍が。
But it's true! I spent nearly 30 minutes explaining the whole story. So I've been doing research on the Little Sister fandom. Do you get it now?
本当に漫画のためとかそんなつまんないオチでいいと思ってるんですか？
You mean there was someone who was so surprised that they actually went pale? Well, I think I can consider this misunderstanding cleared up. Toa considers even my desk as part of her territory. She starts leafing through all of the material I gathered.
お兄ちゃんが漫画の参考に妹萌えを研究してたのは分かったけど、腑に落ちないものもあるよね。
Which is?
だって私に対して変な態度取ってたでしょ。あれはどういうこと？
Well... I sigh at Thor, who looks at me puzzled. That feeling I get from seeing such cute little sisters fizzles out when I see my real little sister acting so mischievously and lazy.
Oh.
Mihiro claps her hands in understanding.
いつものことながらこのお兄ちゃん失礼極まりないんだけど、しばらく立ち直れないほどにメンタルボコボコにしたいからみひろも手伝って。
そういうのだよと。
やれやれ、妄想するのは勝手だけどさ、妹うんぬんを考える前にまず自分がどんな兄であるかでしょ。
Thor clicks her tongue and waves her finger at me with an annoying expression of exasperation.
妹だから俺の言うことを聞く、俺にだけは優しい、そんな考え方は持てないよ。妹にも女子全般にも。
Hey, don't just say it like that. Do you want to turn the readers into our enemies?
なんちゃって。
I don't particularly dislike the flimsy idea that dodging the question cutely is going to make it work somehow.
で、誠意ある謝罪はまだ？なんなら焼いた鉄板でも用意しようか。
I kept it a secret because I knew she'd get upset, and I had prepared myself for when she did end up finding out. Having been her brother for so long, I can tell when she's truly mad. I didn't say you weren't cute, you just aren't really good material for the manga.
私が万人向けじゃないとか言ってる時点で目が曇ってるし。
I'm hearing this from you?
まあまあ、兄弟の話は後にして。それで、漫画ははかどってるんですか？さっきなってましたよね。
Not progressing at all.
妹キャラなんてお兄ちゃんプンプンって言わせておけばいいんじゃないの？
Hey, don't diss manga like that.
ひどい。プンプン。
Huh? Well, that is kind of cute. Humph, eh?
頭の中をこじれてるんだなっていうのはなんとなくわかりました。
Mihiro folds her arms and stares at the ceiling for a while before tilting her head.
煮詰まってるなら先輩の利点を生かした方がいいんじゃないですか？せっかく実前がいるわけですし。
For your information, I know everything there's to know about her.
確かに。
だから違う一面を引き出せばいいじゃないですか。付き合っちゃいましょう、二人。
What? I'm about to laugh, but I notice Mihiro's expression. She's dead serious. We are siblings, you know that, right? This isn't some kind of manga.
漫画の話ですよね。
But that's a story. How am I supposed to know anything about dating my little sister?
じゃあまあそうする？今日から恋人だね、お兄ちゃん。
And so we publicly became a fake couple. It's Saturday, June 12th. Our first official day as a couple. Does that sound right?
おはよう、お兄ちゃんという名のダーリン。
Thor finally heads to the living room around what most folks would consider noon. Good morning, honey. Not having school doesn't mean you can wake up this late, you know.
朝ごはんよろ。
It's already lunch. Sparing no time, my honey and also little sister lies down on the sofa, exposing her navel for all to see.
卵はスクランブルエッグでね。バターを効かせてオムレツっぽく。
I didn't ask what you wanted.
彼氏なんだから尽くしてよ。
My so-called little sister cuteness meter hasn't budged an inch, but I'm still cooking it the way she requested. You know, we kind of just went with the flow yesterday.
私にもう飽きちゃったの？
The possibility isn't even in this dimension. Just how many years do you think you and I have been together? Which is exactly why I need to see another side of her. It does make sense. Yesterday, I thought it was a great idea. What's the couple even supposed to do?
恋愛漫画の連載持ってる原作者が言うことじゃないんじゃないの？芋サラダ先生。
Normally, I guess it'd be a date, so we can get really close together or something. A date. To my houseplant of a little sister who buys juice online by the box. That must be a journey in and of itself.
デートか。
While preparing the frying pan, I glance over and see Toa still lying on the sofa, stomach exposed.
朝ごはん食べてネット巡回してからね。
Do what?
だからデート。
The frying pan falls from my hand, crashing loudly. The date? And you're personally asking me to go?
ダーリンの喜ぶ顔を見るためだったら何だってできちゃうの。乙女心ってそういうものなんだよ。
I just pretend to ignore her completely monotone voice. Well, that sure gets me excited. Alright, I'll hurry up and make us some breakfast. A date, huh?
嬉しさをかみしめる兄であった。
Just a bit. So, what's the plan? Amusement park? The zoo?
お兄ちゃんは気にせず朝ごはんの支度しててくれていいよ。私に考えがあるから。
You are actually looking forward to this? This is a pretty big step forward for a person like Toa. Hearing her this fired up makes the whole fake lovers thing completely worthwhile. Or so I think to myself as I turn the heat up under the frying pan, excited for the day to come. Have we ever had such an active day off from school before? Toa's riding the train.
ほほう。やってくれるね。
Toa's leaning against the train door, absorbed in a mobile game on her smartphone.
この私の方針に立てつくとはね。貴様はギルド追放だ。
You basically do the same thing whether you're home or not, huh?
横から口出ししないでよ。下僕たちもラビ様に逆らう者に血の粛清をって盛り上がってるし。
That's a terrible thing to get excited over. They're members of the same guild. You need to be more lenient.
この程度で怒ってるわけないでしょ。私はいつもクールだから。これはね、見せしめと結束の強化。
This girl is scary.
帝王学ってこういうものだよ。
Oh no, I've already started to lose drive. Okay, I won't bug you about the stuff you do online, but can you please focus on why we left the house in the first place?
そんなのデートに決まってるよ、ダーリン。
Good, that's exactly right. By the way, you don't feel like my girlfriend at all right now. Could you explain that, please?
それはお兄ちゃんの受け止め方次第じゃないかな。
As usual, she answers without taking her eyes off her smartphone.
こうやって寄り添って傍目も気にせずイチャついてるんだよ。恋人にしか見えないんじゃない？
How so? Let's just say people think we are a couple. Even then, we just look like we are tired of each other.
じゃあイチャつく？
And how do we propose we do that?
漫画の中ではどういう風にイチャつかせてるか思い出してみればいいんじゃない？ケース1、電車の中。
Whoops! I trip and my face falls straight under your skirt or something.
ナチュラルに狂ってやがる。
I'm pretty much in agreement, but I also don't want to hear that from her.
なんてね。今日の私たちは恋人だから少しは寛容になってあげる覚悟はできてるよ。
Not once have I asked you to let me shove my face under your skirt.
私がお兄ちゃんのスカートに顔を突っ込むってことでいいかな。
Hell no! Wait, what does that even mean?
じゃあそんなに私のスカートに顔を突っ込みたいの？
I swear, this girl isn't listening to a word I say. Our back and forth went at a steady pace. As expected, it was fairly enjoyable, but there wasn't even a hint of flirtatiousness.
これが満員電車だったらむぎゅやーんみたいなのもありえたのにね。
The way you perfectly described the situation with just sound effects is praiseworthy, but would you have even gotten on if it was full?
タクシー使うに決まってるじゃん。満員電車に乗るとか未来永劫ありえないね。
Yeah, that kind of heart-racing incident couldn't possibly happen, not with my little sister. I wasn't expecting anything to happen anyway, so that's fine with me.
わかりやすい独り言だね。
Don't mind me. Anyway, we're going on a normal date today. Really though, my dearest little sister, Couldn't you at least look away from your phone? Our conversation dried up too. Hey Tor, you know I asked you earlier, so could you just tell me already? I'd really like to know.
パンツは白。
What was that for? And no, I'm talking about where we are going.
せっかちだな、ダーリンは。
She replies as if just remembering the whole couple bit, gently tapping her foot against my ankle.
欲しがり屋さんね。
Why'd you try to make it sound more seductive?
楽しみに待ってなよ。あと、ギルド対抗戦が始まるから15分くらい話しかけないでね。
Tora didn't look up a single time. Well, despite her attitude, she did personally say she wanted to go on a date. I remain quiet and lean against the train door. It's not often that I get to see Tor totally engrossed in something. So we look like a couple to the typical bystander, eh? Even this kind of casual banter can give me tips for my writing.
うわぁ、こいつ回復ケチってる。バトルの後でギルド追放しよっと。
It's amazing how everyone in your guild puts up with your overbearing behavior. After all that's said and done, it still feels like spending my days off with Tor will lead to something meaningful. Or so I thought.
おー、わざわざ足を伸ばした甲斐があるってもんだね。空気からして違うもん。
You know, I really didn't mind coming here if that's what you wanted. But just by looking at the gleam in her eyes, there's really nothing for me to say. The game shop, huh? You could have just had me pick it up or ordered it online like usual.
レトロゲームショップ。
Huh? Uh-huh.
レトロ。
Oh no, she's really into it.
知る人ぞ知る聖地だよ。この店通販やってないし、機会があればって思ってたんだよね。3年前から。
If it was that long ago, you should have tried sooner.
もうちょっとだけ待てば、どこでも行ける的なドアが発明されるかなって期待してた。
I know you're telling the truth, so I'm speechless.
可能性を否定したとき、進歩もまた止まるんだよ。
Her head sure is in the clouds.
ではでは早速。おー、いきなり大物発見。
A spry and excited Toas right before my very eyes. A true rarity of a creature. She begins walking about the fairly cramped store, checking and inspecting every single shelf with the eyes of a connoisseur. These games look different from the types that I've seen.
SD メモリと DVD しか知らない世代はこれだから。
You said it, my younger sister.
見てよ、ほらこれガチャコンって差し込むんだけど、ほらゲーム黎明期はいろいろ不安定だったからね。
I grab the cassette-looking game from the shelf and for some reason, Tor begins to wax poetic immediately.
いにしえのゲーム戦士たちはふーって息を吹きかけたり、2秒貯めて祈ってから電源オンとか、いろんなやり方で不便と戦ってたんだよ。2コントローラーに助けてって叫んだり、上上下下ってコマンド入れたり。
I haven't the slightest clue as to what she's talking about, but I feel like I have to make some kind of comment.
何気に私が持ってるこのゲームは日本で一番最初に発売されたファミコンソフトだからね。
The family computer? When you put it that way, it is pretty amazing.
30年経った今でも動くっていうのがすごいし、こんなのが何気に棚にあるのが超すごいよね。
Tor just said hella.
テンション上がってきた。横揺れしそう。
Not too sure about rolling on the floor.
まだ見ぬ古のゲームたち。今こそ我が名のもとに血の盟約を交わさんみたいなね。気分はまるでアーサー王。
The Legend of King Arthur? Was that the super edgy one?
これは結局北極大探検。噂に聞いていた以上にペンギンがブサかわいい。
She just completely ignored my question. I expected nothing less from Tor. If my heart was weak to these things, I'd probably start crying on the spot.
かいっと。 動作確認済みですって武骨な張り紙が憎いね。
She's even extending her vowels. I brag about knowing Tor better than anyone else, which is why seeing her this hyped up is overwhelming. In terms of bringing out a different side of her, Going Out has accomplished that, and then some.
おお、あれあれネオディオだ。実機初めて見た。
Haha, you're way too excited. You sure love video games, don't you?
この店、いくらで買収できるかな。
Don't defile the sacred ground.
嘘だよ嘘。店舗経営なんてめんどくさそうだもんね。経理とか。
Which means it's not just a pipe dream, financially speaking. I'd know.
見てると全部欲しくなっちゃってキリがないな。厳選して家に連れ帰らないと。これとこれはこのチャンス逃したらもう一回手に取れるかわからないもんね。買い。お兄ちゃん、カゴを持ってきて。
Yes, ma'am.
こんなところかな。
It's been an hour since we first entered the store. Tor finally breathes a sigh of contentment. At this point, the basket I'm carrying has been filled with a huge pile of stuff. Enough things that people are actually watching her go on her shopping spree. You sure are getting a lot. You want all of these?
欲しかったものっていうか、恋？
Considering how strongly she feels, it's strange that she was able to keep putting off a visit to the store for so long.
帰る前にもう一回店内を一回りっと。歴史の証人たち。この時代があって今があるということを私は決して忘れないよ。
As we walk down an aisle, she starts clinging onto the showcase.
もう二度と来ることができないと思うと悲しくなってくるね。
Little lady, did you know you can come here by taking a single train?
私は電車に乗ると寿命が4年縮むんだよ。可愛い妹に死ねって言ってるの。
Huh. Looking at it from another perspective, Tor wanted to come to this place so much that she'd actually risk her life. I only go along with what Tor wants sometimes. I'm not that into games, honestly.
お、なんか気になるゲームでもあった？
Not really interested, more of just looking to see if there's any games I could play to relax. Tor's sharp eyes sparkle as she spots me flicking through the games on the shelf.
ダメ。それ RPG なのにエンディングがないっていうマゾ仕様だからストレス製造機だよ。
The new dawn of gaming sure was pretty lax about this stuff.
初心者はアクション一択だよね。これはどう？冥界村。
That one is not for beginners.
攻撃を食らうと反乱になる騎士を操作して基本パンツ一丁で野山を駆け回って魔物と戦うマゾ仕様です。なんであの騎士鎧の下パンツ一丁なの？性癖なの？
I don't plan on playing through hard games like some kind of masochist.
S を満喫したいならこれかな。ケルケルケール。
There's nothing but kicking in the title. Well, I'll give it a shh.
待って、それに決めるのはあまりに早計。
Then what should I do? 最
初のゲームは重要なんだよ。そこに興奮と感動と欲しいものに届かないもどかしさがあってこそ次につながるんだから。もろもろを踏まえると今のお兄ちゃんにはギャルゲーの方がいいんじゃない？温故知新、古きを知り新しきを。いや、めんどくさい。論より証拠だね。
She was so close to getting to the point she was trying to make.
カゴ、もう一個持ってきて。
Huh? You need another one?
いる。
And so our date ends with nothing more than just a single stop to the video game store.
まだ気分が高揚してるよ。デートって本当にいいものだね。
The rest of the world would just call it a shopping spree, and I got stuck as your bag holder.
お兄ちゃんのゲームも買ってあげたじゃん。
Well, yeah, but... Toa put a ton of effort into choosing it for me. I'm anxious to play it with her once we get back.
ほら、お兄ちゃんも楽しそうにしてるし。
Just a little. I reply after she pokes my cheek a little.
今日感じたときめきとか新鮮な感動は作品に活かせそう？芋サラダ先生。
You sure are asking for a lot. I've only really gotten the elements of a trip outside, but it ended up with us interacting as per usual. Having fun and using that as inspiration for the manga are totally different things.
おっと、もう5時。ギルドバトルの時間だからお兄ちゃん少し黙ってて。
You're so cold. We're a couple here, so couldn't you say it a little nicer?
お預けよ、ダーリン。
Toa whips out her smartphone and boots the game up without a hint of hesitation.
おお。ギルド復帰を嘆願するメールが45通も来てる。身の程を知ったか、哀れな豚め。家畜として飼ってやる。ギルドに献上金50万ゴールドな。と。
My little sister makes me want to cover my eyes and ears. As usual, her eyes are glued to the smartphone without caring about her surroundings. I guide her gently so she doesn't veer off the sidewalk. Walking side by side, the side of the riverbank comes into view. It's sunset on a day off. There are couples on the side of the bank, and it's clear even from a distance that they are flirting and laughing with each other.
ほう。80万側近で入れてきたか。もっと持ってるな、こいつ。ジャンプさせてみよ。
On the other hand, I'm here holding a full shopping bag from the video game shop to my chest. Toa, being her usual self, is by my side. I wonder what romance is like. Our journey back home feels just a little longer as I once again ponder what it's like to be a couple, lovers.